by all means. I respect people who take cold showers, who meditate, who journal every single day. But regardless, even if you do this for a year straight, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, a decade, the only thing which is going to make a difference, commendable difference in your life, is the actual work. This thing could help you to get out there, to set yourself up in a zone where you working hard would be motivating to yourself. You'd be able to stick to your work on a long enough time frame if you start your day a right way. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. You don't need to complicate taking cold showers by it being some dramatic thing which is going to help you be successful in life. You can't take journaling every single day as a way of being successful. If you do no work and if you just journal, just so you have a clear cut idea about how your day is going to look like, but if you do nothing, if you don't complete any of the tasks in that journal, you ain't doing nothing. This video specifically is targeted to my brothers, Indians. I'm an Indian as well. I'm proud to be one. But apart from that, I'm also aware of the fact that we are too emotional with being successful in life, with getting anything done or accomplishing something. We're most of the time, at least, too emotional. We have our emotion. We put in our emotion into something which we want to get, which we desire. And to be honest, that's great. You need to have emotion in anything you want to dedicate your life to. You want to achieve something, you need to dedicate yourself to that. All right, as simple as that. But I have to make this clear. Regardless of what your plans are in life, your activities such as cold shower, journal, meditation, breath work, whatever, is not going to help you to be successful in life apart from doing the actual work. Let's take me recording a video. If I just thought about this since a week, I took my journal, I wrote about it, I did some breath work, I meditated, all of that. I did all that, cold shower, thinking about the video. How do I make this video the perfect one? But just imagine if I didn't record this video at all, even after thinking about it for a week straight. It's of no use. Which, no offense, is what's happening to majority of the people who want to be successful in life, who are on this path of self-improvement. Lately, this sector has been complicated. This niche, self-improvement, has been complicated. Cold showers, meditation, like I said, breath work, journal, whatever. All right, you can name it. There are a billion more things you could look at. But apart from actual work, you cannot succeed in life, period. Regardless if you want to climb Mount Everest or make $1 billion, whatever it is, the actual work is what gets you there. Let's take working out. You plan to work out today, all right? You've been thinking about it since morning. I gotta hit chest today. You take a journal and you write about it. You did some breath work. You meditated, all that. But imagine you not going to the gym today. All that buildup is of no use. That's what happens to majority of the people. Again, no offense, but this is what's happening. I gotta keep things real with you just so you understand what the scenario is, just so you target what's your weak point and master it. All right, moving forward. And again, I want to make this clear. I'm not here to tell you that don't take cold showers, don't meditate, don't do breath work, don't journal, no. It all helps you. But don't do that. Don't make that a focus of your day. Don't make that the priority. That's a buildup of the priority. Say you want to make 10 grand and you have a plan to reach there. Just having that plan ain't going to get you to 10 grand a month. But initiating the steps in that plan is what gets you there. Look, this is not something which you wouldn't know. You know about this, right? But I want to make sure that I make this a part of your focus because you need to understand where you're going wrong. And I believe majority of the people are going wrong right here. Paying more attention to the buildup than the actual priority is what's ruining your plan. So as an overview, all I want to tell you is that regardless of what your plan is in life, make $1 billion, make $1 million, or climb the Mount Everest, or do whatever. Just understand that doing actual work is what gets you there. Taking cold showers, meditating, doing breath work, a billion different things, like I mentioned. All of that could be a buildup. And by all means, that's beneficial. I'm not saying that it's not. It is beneficial. That's the reason it has so much credibility on the internet, right? Because it has its own benefits. That's the buildup. But doing actual work, see, you want to be a content creator. Making plans instead of actually recording content is what you have to do. Sure, plan things up. That's beneficial. That gives you a roadmap of how you have to proceed. But implementing those plans is what gets you there in actual life. This, ladies and gentlemen, was the session which I wanted to bring to your notice. All that social media hype of cold showers, this, that, good, do that. But understand that that's not something which is going to get you to a point where you want to be in actual life. That could be the buildup. That could be something which gets you in that zone of doing work in a very leveraged manner. You have leverage in doing work. That's what happens when you do all this, because your focus is right on point. You're streamlined, you're tunnel vision, which is good. But doing actual work is what gets you the outcome which you need. And I hope you know this. I've told this a couple times. I'm rooting for you. And I want you to win. Do it. Some online guru stuff now. If you want to build an online brand, which is profitable throughout from the point you started, and which stands for the rest of your life and gets you money in a passive way, you need to understand how to build a brand in a very leveraged manner, which I'll help you out with. And if you want to know more, if you want to get a masterclass into mastering personal brand, click the link in the description. It's beneficial, so make sure you check that out. Peace.